it looks like MSU is coming out with their heavy hitter first, which is sometimes is an interesting strategy. Sometimes you hold that one to anchor, but MSU just so deep in players, sometimes you don't need to anchor like that.
Who's not a heavy hitter? I noticed this last night when I was playing against Hawk. I think it's adorable that Hawk and Linus share a switch tag.
Yeah.
So they on small battlefield. Do you know how the stage is determined? Did they strike to small battlefield?
Yes, they do a traditional strike. Home team strikes first.
Okay, and then from then on, just the player coming in picks a stage. Is that how it works?
Yep, and just like the winning team player gets to ban, and then they select from any of the starters or counter picks.
I like that with crew battles because it adds a whole layer. You don't want to send in a really good player when your opponent only has one stock, because then they only get to play one stock on their counter pick.
Right.
So you want to, if you can send in your best people against an opponent with 2 or 3 stocks, man, Hawk finishing up the 0 to death there. He hasn't been touched yet, and it wasn't like a string or a combo. It was a bunch of neutral interaction wins, and Hawk just refuses to get hit. But anyway.
Yeah, he's still going perfect right now. This is a whole lot of unanswered damage. The counter right there.
The second one. He hasn't taken damage yet, and he's taken 2 stocks. So MSU off to the exact start that, I don't want to say I expected, because I don't. Like I said, you can't sleep on anyone you haven't heard of. But I just know these guys are so good that I would think Hawk. Oh, with the forward smash, this looks to be a 3-stock start from MSU.
Yeah, real strong showing from Hawk, and I have not seen his Ike in quite a bit. Like I said, he's been going Rob. He's been going a lot of different characters. So it's nice to see him just coming out hard. It shows kind of how much this means to a lot of these players.
Yeah, everybody. This is a real circuit with real. What's the word? The real consequence.
Pride, money, everything you want.
They got a lot to fight for. Once you put. For some reason, once you put the school name in front of it, everybody always wants to prove that our school is the best, our group is the best. You feel a lot more than you do when you're just playing for yourself.
But let's see where they ended up here, getting into the match.
All right, we're on PS2, so I'm going to assume that Hawk banned Triplats, so we end up on Ultimate's tried and true starting stage, probably the most neutral stage that we've got, and DemonCake is going to, I assume, do everything in his power to get him down to their second player before he loses.
Yep, and keep in mind, DemonCake, is on paper is a little outpowered by Hawk based off of what they've done in the past, but he does have wins over players considered quote unquote better than Hawk as well, in Boo Bear especially.
Yeah, Boo Bear, not just one of Michigan's best players, one of the Midwest's best players.
Right.
And so I am excited. DemonCake, just because. West Michigan, I mean, in the Wi-Fi era, any online player can surprise you with how good they are. But this has been true for West Michigan for 5 or 6 years. In Michigan, you never know when somebody's going to show up from West Michigan and start beating our East Michigan PR players.
Right.
It's a hard. Look at that! The roll read forward.
Yep, and he crawls forward underneath him. A little bit of style when he's done with it.
Yeah. You got to get the blood pumping. It's not just, you don't need to just hype yourself up. You've got your whole crew. You've got people relying on you to look confident. The confidence will go a long way.
Tries to get a fire breath as he's falling down, trying to win neutral there with that down air, but Hawk's smart enough to move out of the way, chasing him. Air dodge there, a little bit of boxing going on, and finally gets the fire breath at the edge.
When your opponent's at low percent, it's very, very important to Bowser to get the easy 20 to 30 damage from a fire breath. And you see him, I don't want to say fish for it because that makes it sound like it's not the right plan. That's exactly what you should be doing. You watch Bowser's really try to get the fire breath. If you can get 2 full fire breaths, they're at kill percent. Even someone as heavy as Ike.
Yep.
So now DemonCake on the verge, not just on the verge, as I say, it has taken the stock lead. He has taken 2 straight from Hawk.
Ledge trap with that fist, just a good, strong forward tilt.
Yeah, forward tilt, very active for Bowser. His forward tilt and his down tilt, both are pretty good at getting the ledge get up. And no, the down tilt is more for the ledge grab, and then the forward tilt is good for the ledge get up because of how long it just lingers.
How long, and a lot of people don't realize that it's disjointed too. It looks like it shouldn't be because it's his arm, for gosh sakes, but yeah.
I did not know that. I assumed that the whole thing was a hurt box. All right, the dash attack's going to take it. What a strong, you know how strong your dash attack has to be to kill Bowser, even if it's 150%?
Yeah. So this is big, just taking Hawk down to his last stock. He has done a good job. Of course, for his team, and to have an even better chance, it would be fantastic if he could win this one, carry this last stock, and maybe even take a stock off of MSU's neck. So he's still playing a little bit conservative here, really trying to make this last.
Really, really close to up smashing the tech in place on the platform there, but I just barely mistimed it. Goes for another up smash, gets grabbed for it, and now he's at the dangerous percent. Bowser's heavy as heck, but he's got to be fairly close, at least in the percent range where he'll die from an Aether.
Yeah.
So we got to be careful.
Yeah, Bowser's heavy, but Ike is a heavy hitter of his own, so I think both kill percent here. Oh! I thought he might push him out a little far. I thought he might have pushed him out far enough with the fire breath, but Ike barely able to get back and make that recovery.
Yeah, I don't know if zDemoncake need to go for a down tilt or forward tilt would kill. So the forward smash was a big choice. Oh, the back!
Oh yes, what a read!
B.
Hard read there, falling off the platform and quick with the back air. That big sword comes out from Hawk's Ike, and he is going to survive, take another 3, and move on. What a start!
Very, very difficult for Dr. Mario. But that being said, I don't play Dr. Mario, as most people don't. I don't know much about the matchup. There could be things about it that make it not as bad as I think.
We are waiting here, just so you guys know, at the beginning of every battle, players are waiting until the 30-second mark to begin. We are utilizing the Meta Scouter software to analyze and track stats throughout this, and the way it is set up is it's going to start tracking 30 seconds in. So if you see a little bit of a delay, if we go to match and you see them hopping around waiting, that is the reason why. But we're just getting into this. And another reminder, you might have just saw Ori throw this in the chat, but if you see a hyped clip, please clip it and tweet it to TechChase's Twitter. We are doing a giveaway for a $10 eShop gift card every week for the person who clips and sends in the hypest clip of the week.
Yeah, that's, for example, the 0 to death, nearly, not quite a 0 to death. He got clipped by a couple things, but Hawk looks like he's in the beginning of possibly yet another full 3 stocks. That's what it's terrible that you have to say that I'm not playing to beat Hawk. I'm playing to not get 3 stocked by him.
Yeah. Almost had him chased down this side B in the recovery, but Hawk getting back to the stage, winning neutral, and just being relentless. That big sword doing some damage, charging up the down special, not going to connect with it. And finally, Tim's able to get back, resetting, trying to win this neutral fight right here.
Down tilt up there. That's 2. That's 2. You got one more. He's at 78%. It's not impossible. And I don't like to. This shouldn't reflect. No, not gonna do it.
Oh.
Like too terribly on these other players. They by no means do you have to be a bad player or even not a good player to get dominated by Hawk. He's
absolutely
really, really good.
No, for sure. I mean, he is, like we mentioned, one of the best players in Michigan. And if you're a top player in Michigan, you're one of the better players in the Midwest. But I thought we were going to see some trouble with that recovery. They're able to get back on stage. Goes for a hard up B.
I think that he might be feeling the pressure after that down B.
Yep.
Oh. So there we go. Hawk with 3 more. He has now taken 9 stocks.
Yep.
And they've got 3 left. And so now the goal of the team just becomes get them to their second player. So I think Falco would be better just at least for the experience. That's not Falco, though. We got a Banjo. He is not. He's going Banjo. If you have a Banjo, if your characters are Falco and Banjo, then this is a great choice for the exact reason that I said Young Link could be good against Ike.
Yeah,
Except
no,
with the
absolutely
added bonus that he doesn't die nearly as early as Young Link does. So this is a good. I think this could be a good option. If you only need to take 1 stock, I've got some faith in Hen Beston.
Yeah, I think it's a good pick, especially just because I've never really played the Spaceys, but I can't imagine Falco's too much fun to play on Wi-Fi.
On Wi-Fi, I don't like. I know that Fox players really don't like playing Fox on Wi-Fi. I'm not sure what the consensus is with Wolf. I don't see him as often in Wi-Fi tournaments as I would think that you should, so that could be a testament to not wanting to play him on Wi-Fi. Hawk is off to another great start, by the way. But yeah, it could be a wifey thing. They fall they're fast fallers, the Spaceys.
Right.
And so it's a lot harder to time everything, because the difference between when you're in the air and on the ground, it comes and goes so quickly that extra couple of frames of lag will be the difference between doing an aerial right before you hit the ground or landing on the ground and standing there for a second. So I can see how that would be difficult. Hawk already lapped Hen Beston on his second stock, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that I'm expecting a Hawk sweep, and it is up to Hen Beston to prove me wrong.
At this point, it is looking like this. Hen Beston, the freshman at Aquinas, trying just to make sure that sweep doesn't happen. I think right now he looks like he's playing a little scared. We're seeing a lot of rolling. We're seeing a lot of dodging. I think I want to see him start putting a little bit more pressure on with those projectiles. I think, like you said, the reason Link might have been good is you can try and build that projectile wall and just make it hard for that sword fighter to get into you. And Banjo does have some of that ability. I think a lot more egg, a lot more grenades would be beneficial for him here.
I agree. I think that's the playstyle that you would need to use against Hawk with somebody like Banjo.
Mm-hmm.
Man, and you know what is even harder than playing against Hawk is playing against a version of Hawk that can smell a full crew sweep.
Yeah.